Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Saturday and around 11:41. So today I am actually recording the important session for any trader who should know about macros in Excel. Excel is most important part of for the any kind of trader because most of the data, the processing data around the system happen through the Excel. And if someone not good in Python or any programming language, so he can even do with this very simple way. And that's why I'm going to talk about in the series of RTD, real-time data. So some useful stuff we talk about like formulating and how to link earlier, but still some issues left for the so many people. So I'm explaining about the little bit about macros. So first of all, why I'm doing this? So because so many people not actually remembering what is the data actually, and because of the watching the data, visualization is still fine. It will give better picture than data, but still the visualization is not enough, and what the changes is happening behind the with time, that is also important. Okay, so that's why we are going to talk about simple macros who anyone can do. Okay, a second thing is repeated work, and we have to uh, on the daily basis we have to process the data which come from the NSC, like gross delivery data or OI data from the BHAO copy. Also we are processing the very large size of data, not much large in NSC, because the script is still almost thousands. Even company we are processing suppose number of lakh data contract, that is huge, but still thousand is not less for a trader, because thousand data if he is doing manually one by one, that is very tedious work, a very difficult work for anyone. So first of all, I want to explain how to do macros. So setting is already I've explained. You have to enable the macro settings uh, first of all. So I'm not repeating that. So suppose I have took the data from the last day. Okay, so this is the option OI data. Actually you're watching on my screen, which is call OI and put OI, and this data is around 10 a.m. and most probably it's look like also a very uh, both side almost equal number, and it is almost a neutral at open. Price is also around almost hovering around 14,500, and it is almost a stay neutral data. But what happened after changes? So I am taking the approx 1 p.m. change, 1 p.m. approx data. This is call and put data. So how easily we can identify what is the changes happen? But for this we have to record this data. So we take it as a reference, so we can compare with the new data with the old one. So that's why. Okay, so I have took two data, 1 p.m. or 10 a.m. data, and what is the changes will come, I will show, it will show here in my Excel, and I will record the file here. Okay, so let's see how to do with the macros. So even in a view tab, you can see the view tab, you will find the macros option. Okay, so here is the three option: view macros, record macros, and use relative preferences. So first of all, always untick this, and if it is untick, then okay. Otherwise, if enable this, please close this option, use relative preference, because we don't need a relative preference. If we on this one, then what will happen? If my mouse currently here, my selected cell here, then if anything I am going to do, it will be do with reference to this cell. So if I am going to this reference, so it will come back around that much column back, and he will do the work. So I don't want this. I want to, if I am doing this to F column, seventh row, so he will start always with this point. Okay, I don't want relative option, so I am not ticking up this option. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, I have to click record macros, and you have to say give any name for the macros. So I am giving the temp OCOI data. So I am with this name I will remember what is kind of macros this is. So I am recording the temporarily option chain OI data. Okay, and you can place with the shortcut, that is I will prefer you must do. So you will be remembering and not clicking, you with can do with the simple shortcut. So I am currently doing with some names. So control shift, suppose I am doing the control shift D. Okay, so it will be whenever I click control shift D, the macros will do with the same work which I am going to save. Okay, now where to save this macro, this is most important, because if you are saving the macros to the only this sheet, then you can save simply this workbook. Okay, so it will going to save with this macros. Suppose you are want to open any Excel and do the same work, then you have to simply save to the personal macros workbook. So like you are downloading NSE file daily, and daily this the Excel file is different, so you have to save macros to personal if you are processing the data from the NSE. But the Excel is same, then you have to save this workbook always. And if you are want to give the some description for understanding you, then you can put. So I am simply clicking OK. Then you will on downside you will start showing the some work. So macros is started. Okay, you can see stop recording option is coming. So macros is starting, and what I am going to do, I am simply copying this data, control C or simply right click copy, and I am pasting here the value. Okay, only value, not formatting, not nothing. I am simply pasting the value. Okay, and stop. So what happened, my simple macros which I have recorded is saved here. You can see the my macros, and you will see this name temp OCOI. Okay, so whenever I run this, it will be copy paste my same data. So I am just removing this. I am explain, I have just clicking this one, see what happened, run. It will doing the work which I want to do directly. Even I will click control shift D, which is my shortcut, then automatically it will be work done by self. Okay, so shortcut key is much better, but you have to remember what shortcut key you are assigning. Okay, so now this is happen, this is temporary file is saved. So I am going to do something like what happen if the changes is happen with the temps file which is I saved earlier. Okay, so this is currently showing 0 because nothing changes happen. If this data is going to change, like I am putting manual, then you can see the changes, what is the change happen. Okay, so this is the work is done. So whenever like 11 a.m., 12 a.m., 12 o'clock or 1 p.m., you want to know what kind of change data changes is happening from this particular time to until I don't reset again. Like what happening after Europe Open or 1 p.m., what is the changes happen, or what is the changes happen between the 10 or 1 a.m., 1 p.m., sorry. So now once this data is real time, so it will keep changing, and these changes will be keep reflecting to you. So I am putting this data here. So this data is changes. Okay, and still it is showing the too much put writing happen, call writer is still there, but what is the changes happen with between the 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So this is going to see, and this is the most important part we have to also watch. So with temp file we are watching what happened between these 3 hours. Actually call writers is giving up and put writer is coming. Okay, so this is the beneficial, and yes, we cannot remember this figure how much changes happen. Here is much visible and much better option to do this. Okay, and this is much better way you can do. Simply you have to, suppose you have one option chain, you have to only put on the right side or left side, but wherever you find a better option or a space available, you can do this. So with this option you can simply track the changes. Okay, now suppose I am again doing this temp reset. Okay, the temp reset is done, and now it figure is going changes. Suppose this figure is 108, randomly I am changing 140. Then you can see what happened after this changes, the call writer is coming. Okay, so this way you can use this process to your option chain. Even in future data you can track the price change and OI change for short duration of time. So you can track this very easily. Okay, now the problem is solved with the remembering this data. The one thing you should remember, whenever you save this file, say, always save as this file, and I am saving this file on desktop, but please remember you have to change your save as type, and you have to, second option, you have to pick Excel macros enable workbook. Otherwise what happen, the macros we are saved in this file, which name is temp OCY, it is not saved in normal format. Okay, so you simply save this file, then it will going to remove, and you have to do this work again. But now I have to only open and I have to do this file, and it will work for me. Okay, simple thing is that. Okay, so this is the first thing I want to explain. Now let's show me, I have some Excel like already, like I have positional data, and how to, first of all I have to save the old data, and that then after I have to enter the new bhav copy or gross delivery data, indicated data. Okay, so I have already saved all the macros here. Okay, so you can see the EOD, GDV, OI, option chain. So automatically my work will be done by with this. Okay, so whenever I click my shortcuts, so Control Shift P, then my work will be done automatically. Okay, so my work is done automatically, and last two column you will see the same data, because I have done the reset. Same like in gross delivery, I can click my shortcut, my all data will be processed automatically. Only I have to now enter the new data. Okay, so this is how macros work, and how it will be easy your work daily. You can do 30 minutes work in within the 5 minutes. Okay, so let's see the data like available on the bhav copy. So bhav copy is data is available, and there is nothing you have to much you have to see. Only you have want equity data or B data. There is so many kind of data, mutual funds, right issues data, everything is available. So we don't need everything data. Only most of the time I use B and EQ data, that is equity data, that is enough. Okay, so this data I process daily, but this is easy one. But bhav copy is most difficult one to do, because bhav copy you can see the how much data is available. This is the typical bhav copy I have downloaded of the 18th March, and you can see simply how much data I have. 52,000 data I have. I have to process this data. Okay. One more thing, people watch and do wrongly, like they are watching the only option OI data or change in OI data, but actually we have to process data correctly. That is also important. So what happens sometimes, smart money or smart player, what they do, they confuse you you are watching the March data, expiry data, March expiry OI is reducing, but they are actually building the position in the May or June expiry. So always we have to watch the data with combined one. Combined one means we have to combine this all three expiry, okay. And for doing this, I have already written the uh, formula, so don't need to do anything. It will automatically sum the all three columns, and it will do my work very easily. I have nothing done. It will automatically happen on my screen. So all future data is available now. 160, the 52,000 data come very small in small batches, and it will be automatically, it is giving me the sum of three options data, okay. So this is sum of three OI data, and this is the sum of changes in OI data of last of 3 months, okay. 1,60,000. I'm opening again. So this data actually I have opened. Now you can see that on March only, March expiry, it is only 1,200, 1 lakhs 2,000. But on sum, if I am doing sum, then you will see the value 1,60,000. 1,60,000. It is not visible, I think. So now you can see the sum value 160,000, okay, and the sum of last next 3 months is around 3 lakhs 33 lakhs 63,000, okay. So but if only someone watch only March data, then it will definitely wrong, okay. So that's why I'm doing the macros, and it will do my work which I have already saved, and I am nothing doing. I'm just filtering out only future index data or future stock data and summing this 3 months, okay. So it will done my work, and I have to simply copy and paste back to my normal Excel, okay. So here you can see this data most of the time, okay. So this is the one data, and why we are doing this. So this is repeated work which we have to do on daily basis, who's doing data reading, such kind of work. So they need batch processing the big data. So this is the one thing in this video I want to share. Next one is how to use Sparkline and how to create a bar chart or a line chart. So for this I have took two data. One is my delivery ratio data, okay, and one data is actually the closing basis data, okay. So this 30 days data I have, which I have took from my old Excel, which where I am watching the gross delivery, okay. So how to prepare and do this work. So for this I am explaining. Simply you have to select the data. So I am selecting all the LTP price, okay. Now what I have to do, after selection I have to go to insert and spark lines. You have three options in Sparkline: line, column and win loss. So mostly I use first two. So as per graph plotation, we have to plot with the line. So whenever click line, it will ask the location, okay. So I am giving this location, so it will plot 30 days data here, okay. So you can see the after okay, it is plot the graph of the last 30 days, okay. So this is stock going down down down, okay. So here you can watch this one, and in design tab you can do the some settings or Sparkline color if you don't like, or some more width for the line, so it will clear visible to you, okay. And second thing is the ratio. I am holding the ratio of delivery percentage. Why I use delivery, I will ratio I will tell you. So first of all I am doing a column, and again selecting the column uh, location where I have to uh, plot this data, and okay. So it will plotted the delta data here, and here you need some customization, because where is the max delivery is happening, any particular stock you have to see. So you have to enable high, low, or a color of high, low, so you can easily visualize the where is the max deliveries happen at which particular time. So you can compare this also. Okay, so even someone can suppose copy, and simply I am pasting like a, someone can paste like a image also. So you can even see the in this step what happened, the max deliveries taken by the players, and after that price is going higher. So this is the little correlation visualization which people can do. Okay, so this is how even in our Excel we are plotting the same thing, nothing fancy, and this is how useful for any player. So even in positional data we are watching the last 30 days data, OI changes, data changes, delivery volume, so we can correlate the any sector what is going to happen. Okay, same thing we can even see the in option chain what the changes is happening, what the changes is happening. Currently it is not uh, active or linked with the data, so it is not showing correctly overall, because we are doing the offline. I am doing this video recording. So this is how we generate the EOD data, and how we can track any sector or any name you want to see. Then you can simply do these things, and which is will be really helpful for any kind of traders. Okay, and it is all about your creativity mind, how you are going to use this. And this is the how, and this is I use the line and column most of the time. Okay, and I think this is enough for today. And because even in real time data we need some offline data, like a few people ask me, sir, this broker is not providing OI changes, what I will do? So he can took the data from the Bhav copy EOD, and he have previous day OI data and current day OI data, so he can calculate the changes by simply by the difference of the current OI and previous OI. Okay, also please be careful when we doing the Excel. Please don't make too much complex, because it is not work on the simple system. It will be with data it will be very heavy with time. Okay, so we have to do the calculation with the limited of 3 digit only, and most of the time you only take the required data. Don't take every data, and try to calculate like percentage change. We know the LTP and last day closing price, so you can calculate percentage change. So do the manual work little bit. Don't take all data from the RTD, and try to keep your Excel very light in position. Okay, so this is everything, and hope you like. So if you like, then hit like and subscribe button. And thanks everyone. This is enough for today.